Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Urban Empire. I'm your host, Kelvin, and Urban Empire is an interesting little game by Kalypso Media, the makers of Tropico. And your El Presidente here has come to rule a city in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. That's what this game is about. You don't build a city like you do in SimCity, you rule a city. I believe the tagline for this game is "Be a Mayor Player" or something. But yeah, it's not quite SimCity, or not even quite Tropico. Like, it's much more akin to a tycoon game. It's one of those genre-defying games that makes it really hard to categorize. But it's got a lot of fun, interesting mechanics and stuff, so let's take a look, shall we? New game, new campaign. And you can choose from one of four families. The von Filzens. They are landed gentry, aristocrats, strong military tradition, hardline conservative stance. Keywords there. Patrons of inventors and innovators, solving problems through technology, and technological innovations rapid under their rule. Sant alias. The Kilgannons, a strong working-class family with a history of politics and labor rights movement. They rose from grassroots community activists to major players in the city's political scene. The Shushkis are Russian immigrants. They pride themselves on being cultured, civilized patrons of the arts and theater. On the surface, unassuming and indifferent to politics. Now, the rival families view them as much of a threat, and their awareness of social obligations has them in good standing with people too. So, basically you have four different families to choose from. And what, do they get you for ask? For example, if we select Sant alias, you'll note that we get a few people that we'll be playing throughout the game, including their traits and personalities. Progressive, solitarian, and I believe your first one always gets the Emperor's nominee. So, progressive, for example, brain power from the schools. Solitarian, elderly social life and prestige cost increase. We'll get into what these actually do later, but you can see that the characters that you play throughout are, going to have different traits which will affect your city in different ways. So, for example, if we take the men with the most magnificent beards, gotta admit, I hate these guys with an absolute passion, but they have excellent beards. Because Luddite. Oh, sweet Christ. They who believe that the slower the change, the happier the society. I don't at all. Which actually makes me tempted to play these guys. Like, I am a mantle of progressiveness. I could probably do really well with either Sant alias or the Kilgannons. Because even the Kilgannons are like... The Kilgannons are just, let's unite the people, right? Yeah. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Because, I'm sorry, but... Cruel and Luddite. Good lord. These are some bad traits. Actually, cruel isn't the worst. Like, I could live with cruel. But dear lord, Luddite. Oh, man. Like... Ooh, jeez. I think we have to play as the Kilgannons. As much as I am a slut for tech points, the reason I don't really want to play these guys is because I think I can cover this. Like, I don't need bonuses to technology, because that's an area I'm always going to be focusing on anyway. So I'm not going to fall behind there. So giving myself extra bonuses there seems less efficient than it would be to give me a bonus to somewhere where I'm not 100% confident in my abilities. So... I'm not even sure what the bonuses these guys are supposed to have is. Security? Christ. Terrible. Absolutely awful. Maybe we should play them. Well, and no one will stand in his way. Man, that's bad. I don't know if I can live with a Luddite, that's the problem. And I'm worried that others will follow suit and be Luddites as well. I think we're going to take the Kilgannons. We're going to play as the Irish Communists. It's pretty clear to me that must be happening. So, for locations, we get to select from three areas. The Rimini Aurelia, located on the big plains of Suelia coast, looking for a new city, plenty of room to grow, covered in thick forest and land offers new, endless possibilities to develop the city in Sueleria's crown jewel. Sueleria, I believe, is supposed to effectively be Aquilia, that particular region of the Austro-Hungarian Empire / Italy area. It's hard to say. I haven't really gotten far enough in the game to put it down to anywhere else. We don't really need the tutorial, thanks. The Cauldron, play stakes while there's mountain regions, offers player opportunity to play the very focused area, clearly influenced by the mining industry. Building a city in a unique location where shipping lanes are constricted and railway traffic comes from the other end of the area. And the Cape. Another unique map to offering players the opportunity to play around the Cape, U-shape. The harbor is only located on the tip of the Cape, while the railways are emerging from the other end of the map. The area has unique flavor and poses an interesting challenge for the players. So, I think we're just going to take the good old easy location. The more basic one. Because I'm boring that way. And, I'm not going to lie, when, designing and building cities, I do kind of like nice big old flat maps, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. When I play The Sims, I can spend hours just building a house. It's great. Never even unpause the game. Screw that. The house building, that's where it's at. So, I'm a little bit of a builder. What can I say? In a society where one lives off the fruits of others, the former becomes insolent and the later despairing. Basically, we're communists. Kaiserschaffen. Alright, so. What should we call our city? That's always a conundrum, isn't it? What do we call our city? So, you are Connor Kilgannon, son of the famous Patrick Kilgannon, who supervised the construction of the Grand Canal of Dublin with a record low death toll. The Emperor of Austria wants to build a new city to connect Vienna to the Adriatic Ocean, and invited your father to manage the construction. Being old and ill, your father sent his hand man, you instead. And you're granted 500,000 thalers set foundation of the new city. Alright, so. We shall call it Kaleville. Why not? Let's just do it classically. So we have a bit of a basic map here. We got, our coastline. And we got our internal area. So, we're going to start by creating a new district. I'm actually going to probably have to create a couple of districts, so I'm going to follow my plan. So, you click, you drag. How big can I make these? Pretty sizable. Alright. Default grid, dense grid, sparse grid. We'll just do a default grid, I think. You confirm the land plan. So, now we can place city services, including but not limited to, we must place a city hall. Which I'm going to place actually a little over here because I plan to expand in this direction. Or do I? How much room do we have over here? I mean, I guess we could expand one in each way. I'll put it a little over here. I think. Yeah, there we are. Confirm services. So size and zoning. I believe this is locked for now, though we can adjust this later. Services, we have the city hall. The basic infrastructure, we have the basic road grid. Propose the district. Now, since we don't really have a city yet, we have to use our personal funds up here, which is fine. Costs us most of our personal funds, but we have now established the district of Aldengarth. So we can place basic services like a grammar school and the like, but we do now actually have a, cancel the changes. We do actually now have technically a city, and we can unpause the game. Choose any invention, right. That is, right. Progress cloud, here we go. I've only played like a test round of this, so I'm not 100% certain how to play the game. I played the tutorial, got my stuff through that. So we can choose between various technologies to begin researching. Gas infrastructure, the telegraph, thermodynamics, and safety authorities. So, basically, which technology do we want to research? Spread selection. Various things are actually locked behind technologies, so you might notice spread selection. You can set the spread of residential, commercial, and industrial buildings within the district. So, as I was talking about before, we can make more focused districts with that. This unlocks a lot of laws and a health clinic. Makes me think safety authorities first should happen. Safety doesn't happen by accident. It's true. Let's actually begin working on safety then. So back to the city view. Okay, let's slow it down now. Nice and easy. I keep thinking it's a paradox game, so I keep trying to click on the date to pause. This is not how that works at all. Alright. So unfortunately, you're going to notice there's a lot of negatives up here. We need to start working to improve our people's health and safety and environment and personal growth and etc. So we're going to start by modifying this district. We're going to want to place down a grammar school. So the green ring is its most effective area, and the yellow ring is its semi-effective area. So we'll place it central here. Confirm the service. We don't have any other services to add, so we're going to propose the district here. We can do a normal vote, a quickened vote, or use our personal funds again. Yeah, that would cost us pretty much all of our personal funds, and everyone's going to vote in favor of this. So we'll do a normal vote. And that will handily lead us into the council that I need to talk about. Welcome to the council. These are the bastards who are going to be getting in the way of everything I want to do, because they all have their own agendas. If we have a look here, we have 3 parties: the Physiocratic, the Free Democratic, and the National Swirlrelian. These guys are the Independence Party. These guys are the right-wing centralists, I should say. Although I don't think conservative is the correct thing here, but I'd prefer authoritarian or whatever. Either way, it'll work at least. We have the Physiocrats here, who are left-wing conservatives, and National Swirlrelians, who are just straight center, who mostly just want independence. So those are the 3 we have to work with. Initially, I'm going to say that we're probably going to be making a lot of friends with the Physiocrats. They're pretty decent guys. So right now, we do not have any edicts able to pass. We'll have to run through technology such as the Safety Administration to start passing those, which is fine. But for now, we've proposed a modification to a district, which is all we really need to do. It'll take a little while before the vote actually is held. I can influence the vote by appealing to parties and the like, but for obvious reasons, I don't need to do that. The vote is going to go absolutely swimmingly in our favor. So why would I, right? Alright, let's continue. So the district is building. We now have our lovely grammar school in it as well. Or we will soon. Appealed to the Free Democratic Party to the modified district. I don't... Oh, yeah. There you go. So now everyone's even more approving. Yeah, begin the vote. I see no reason to hold up on this vote. Unsurprisingly, we vote 55-6 in favor. Very good. So we now have a grammar school. We also have the city hall here, which grants some city-wide services. And we now have a personal growth of an astounding 4. Pretty good. So overall, things are getting a little better for everyone involved. Safety authorities. Focus on the police force, fire departments, or clinics. Clinics. Effect. Bonus to health from the clinic. Good. Change. Fun. Ooh, clinics are cheaper now. Good. I like that. So let's work on expanding the city as well, because you notice this district is actually filling up pretty handily here. Hang on. Yeah, legal district shape. Can I, like... Is this legal? Is this a legal district shape? Because I feel like... Yeah, can I get, like... Maybe that? Illegal district shape. I need to create... Yeah, another one. There we go. That's a legal district shape, apparently. Okay, there we go. That looks to be about right. Confirm the land plan. Free Democrats are going to mostly oppose this, and the Physiocrats are going to mostly support this. I don't know. I think we can... Maybe we can... No. Confirm the service, I think. We're kind of losing money. So, have to be careful here. Propose the district. Yeah, it's going to be slightly against. But I don't think we'll have a problem with this because we will have, has appealed to national surveillance. So actually, it's already going favorably for us. I thought I was going to have to intervene and ensure that this worked out, but no. It turns out the physiocrats and I, we're getting along pretty well. They're doing the work for me. Alright. Good. City Council's ready to vote on the new district. 16 to 24 declared with 21 undeclared. I like those odds. Let's begin counting the votes, shall we? 26 to 35. A little closer this time. But the votes are basically just going in our favor right now. Resolve event, tax proposal. So they can raise industrial taxes would improve the difficult financial situation. I don't think we are in a difficult financial situation. I think it's fine. Should the council increase industrial taxes? Yes, a little. View the proposal. Tax rate for industry up 2%. Yeah, alright. Council will vote on the proposal. 7 to 12. Yeah, I like those odds as well. Alright, carry on. I mean, our income should increase as these districts develop.
Doesn't happen by accident.
No, it doesn't. Unfortunately, we are running out of money a little quicker than I'd like. Alright. That second district might have been a little too much too quickly. So, we're going to unlock the spread selection, I think, next. I like that idea. Wouldn't hurt. Alright. Our income is increasing. So, modify taxes, which we should probably be doing in general. So, begin the vote. Unsurprisingly, this passes almost unopposed. Alright, it's time to increase taxes in general. Alright. So, businesses and citizen taxes need to go up. We get 15. I'm gonna throw head in here. This is not going to pass, straight up. This is going to require a little legwork on my part, but it is a dramatic enough tax increase. I'm okay with this. So it might just barely, but I'm not going to let it here. So, right now, we have these guys, a giant voting bloc against the increase to these taxes, of which they must be silenced. We can either plead with them, demand them, or threaten them. Or, if we had some dirt to use on them, then, yeah. We're going to make some demands, I think. This decision will give us a better tomorrow. So, we lose 0.5 goodwill with them, but they've swung a lot. That's pretty solid right now. I'll just plead to them. Invite the party leader to dinner. We lost a point of goodwill, but they also swung, so... I think that's fine. For now, at least. At least until the actual vote comes in. Should be fine. We're actually earning money. Ban heavy work by children. I support this initiative. View the proposal. New laws may ban children under 10 from heavy work environments. Glass cups in, ceramics out. Divine machinations seen. Yes. The Emperor has viewed the locomotives now. Alright. Vote to modify taxes. It's 1921. It's still a little close, so I'm going to make another demand of them. This is only -2 goodwill. There is only one reasonable choice. It costs a little more goodwill. I cost a lot of goodwill with them, actually. But that's okay. We still have 1 goodwill with them. 15.25. It's an easy pass now. I probably didn't need to do that, but it was just a little too close, Begin the vote. Yep. Alright, the taxes have been modified. Excellent. That's what I like to see. So, suddenly we're making money absolutely hand over fist. Physiocrat Party wins the elections with 32% support. Excuse me? So what's the new makeup of this council? Oh, man. The Free Democrats just got crushed. Oh, yeah. That's what I like to hear. Alright, so the Physiocrats and the Nationalist Aurelians are at least neutral, so I can work with the Nationalist Aurelians. They mostly care about independence, but that's fine. Alright. Something tells me this isn't going to work, considering there's no road grid, you know? Like, I feel like the game is unable to correctly get a road grid going here. So we're actually going to cancel that district, and we're going to try again. Like, yeah, let's try again. Alright, I can live with that. Yeah, that's a fine enough road grid. Confirm land plan. Ah, yes, we can start inputting clinics as well now. Very well. Well, we'll put it into the central district where it can hit multiple areas. At least part of this is still hit by the grammar school. Alright. Yeah, we don't need any services here. I mean, everyone's pretty in support of it. So propose the district. Yeah, everyone pretty much just approves of this. Excellent. So we're already for a population of 1,400. We're growing rapidly. That's what I like to hear. So we're going to endorse the service. This costs us personal money. You know, stuff I can use to basically bypass city council and do whatever I want. To telegraph. The city administration is formulating regulation and usage for the telegraph, municipal usage, or the private usage. So what do we prioritize here? I'm actually going to go with municipal usage, because I feel like that'll affect our services. The post office. Well, the post office now costs a little more, but gives security. Interesting. Interesting. All right. I might be, you know, taking certain ones I haven't seen before. Yeah, I mean, yeah, just vote. There's absolutely no way this won't pass. There you go. Three people were crazy. All right. So yeah, we're almost to the telegraph. We're just over halfway now. We need probably some more schools and the like as these districts develop, however. We shall see. Place institution. Yeah, we don't have any institutions yet. So, we need to talk about modifying this district. In particular, placing not a grammar school, but a clinic. Everyone's fully supportive of such. Alright. Normal vote. Okay. Yep, the city council is bent to my whim, and will allow me to do whatever I want, more or less. Excellent.
Invention breeds invention. No sooner is the electric telegraph devised than gutta percha, the very material it requires, is found.
Newspapers, church, shoe stores, and spread selection. Progress cloud. Excellent. So we now have the telegraph. We can choose between thermodynamics and gas infrastructure. This does get us better, like, street lights and stuff. Steam power, increase sales in certain industries. Unlocks clothing store for commercials. Security. Yeah. Boost companies. Railway station, yeah. Let's begin working on that. So yeah, modify district. Begin voting. Yep, let's get a clinic in. That should make everyone happy. Alright. And yeah, suddenly city average health spikes. That's the kind of thing we like to see. Council's ready to vote. I see that this shouldn't be a problem. We've unlocked a pile of other edicts I also need to start having a look at. It's here. Young children no longer to do unwieldy work. Damn straight. Alright, so let's slow her down here and come to a nice pause, because it's time to end the first episode. We've created the start of a lovely metropolis. We're up to 3 sizable districts. And I think we're definitely going to have to start expanding certain structures. Like, I want a school in every district, you know? Not only because that'll improve the stat of personal growth here, but because that will get me a lot more brain power and let me science harder. Sciencing, it's important. Oh, jeez. But I mean, things are going pretty well. Things are going pretty well, I'd say. I'm falling a little behind where I'd like to be in technology, but that's okay. That is okay. We'll start expanding our research. So, with that said, thank you everybody for watching the first episode of Urban Empire. I have been your lovely, lovely host, Kelvin, signing off.